thank you so much for clicking on this video and welcome to my second update for the Pandas Eyeshadows project. This project was created by Alexi and basically you just have to roll in random eyeshadows. In my case I'm doing 5 and the goal is for you to try and hit pan on them. Key on a try because it can take some time. This update took me a bit longer because I wanted to at least have one pan so I could show you some actual progress, but I was able to hit 2 pans, so that's super exciting. For my color story, it was actually a pretty easy one because I was able to mix all the purples and the pink together, so that was nice. Although the other 2 shades, I didn't really use them, but let's get into each shade so you can see my actual progress, so let's go. The first eyeshadow in my rotation is from the Revolution Soft Super Spice palette, and it is the shade Mama. It's this green shade, and as you can see, I don't have a pan on it yet. This shade, unfortunately, I only used it once during this last month, which is really not good, but because in a past update I was doing so many green looks, in this update I just forgot about green looks. I didn't feel like using this shade, I only used it once. And I kind of touched on it in the last update, but this is really not my favorite green shade. It doesn't really work as I would want it to work. It's kind of patchy a little bit. I don't know if it's just my palette or if it's this palette or Revolution in general, whatever. I end up using other green shades that are a similar tone just because this one doesn't really do the job. So that said, and that's probably the reason why I didn't really do green looks this month. So yeah, next one. This next shade is a pretty exciting one. It is from the Revolution Soft Extra Spice palette, and as you can see, I was able to finally hit pan on this mulled wine shade. I'm super excited about it. In the past month, I didn't really use it a whole lot. I used it quite a bit, but in this month, I was using it every single time I was reaching for my Pandas eyeshadow shades. I was using this shade, so for three of the shades in this rotation, I have the same exact amount, which is 14. So I used it 14 times in this update as a total of 23 times to hit pan on it. It did take some time, and as you can see, it's kind of a big dip, but I'm super excited about it. I had a lot of fun with it, and I also was using this Enchanted shade, so I have a bit of a dip in it as well, and I was using this Everyday shade as well, and I just had a lot of fun with this palette, and that's what I love about this project, is that I can use these 5 shades that I have in the rotation, but I can also mix with all of the other shades. So it's a pretty fun project in my opinion, and I have a lot of fun with it, and yay, I have a new pan to roll in. The next eyeshadow is from the W7 Bare All Raw palette, and it is this shimmer shade that I also hit pan on it, and I'm so excited about it. This one was I was shocked with this one. I only used it 14 times and I hit pan on it. I was really not expecting it. I had already used this shade quite a bit before, but at the same time, when I hit pan, I was like, that's not pan, right? And it was, unfortunately, because I really like this shade. Well, I'm happy that I have a new pan, but it was way too soon to hit pan on a shade. I do think it has less product than the other pans, but I don't know if that's just me. But yeah, next one. And the next 2 shades are from the same palette, the lovely Pastel Tropics palette. And the first one, I didn't hit pan on any of these shades. The first one is this pink eyeshadow. As you can probably tell, I do have a bit of a dip on it. Not a huge dip, but I used it 14 times as well because I used all of those shades together in every look that I did. And I was able to get a bit of a dip, but it isn't a huge dip, so yeah, not all shades can be super easy to hit pan on. But I'm really liking it. I really like these shades just to blend out different eyeshadows, so that's why I really like a pastel palette. And the last eyeshadow is this brown one, and I only used it 3 times, so not a lot, but as I said in the beginning, I was focusing so much on the purples and the pink shade that the other ones, I just didn't even think about them. But yeah, I don't really have anything to talk about this shade. It's just a normal brown eyeshadow that you can use to blend out darker browns, so I'm just excited that I was able to hit 2 pens, so yeah. So because I was able to hit 2 pens, my pen percentage went from 7.1 to 7.6. So I'm almost at 8%. I can't wait to actually get there. I don't know if it's going to be this year, but if I could do that, that would be amazing. So I have 353 shades available. So let's see which ones I'm going to roll in. So the first one is going to be the number 7. Oh, that's a low number. And the second one is going to be the number 173. So let's see which ones these are. I have the 2 palettes with me, so let's see which shades I will have to work on. The first shade is going to be from this Douglas palette, and it is the 3rd shade. So okay, interesting choice. It's going to be this pinky shade that I don't know if I've ever used before, because when I got this palette years ago, I only focused more on these shades and these 2, but I'm excited. Let's see if I can work with it. Right now I don't really have the pink shades to go together with this one, but let's see what I'm going to be able to do this month. And the second shade is going to be from the W7 Vivid Outrageous Orange palette, and it is going to be the shade number 7, and it is going to be this one. So another interesting one. This is an orangey shade, like a coral orangey shade. I don't really know how I'm going to do this month. All of these shades are pretty all over the place. Let's see. So my color story for this month is looking like this. I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. I have the green still. I do have like 2 pinks, but they look so similar that I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Then the brown and the coral shade, I don't really know what I'm going to do this month. I do have a lot of base shades. I feel like they're pretty neutral shades, not really counting with the green shade, but I feel like all the other ones are pretty base shades that I can bring other shades into the mix. We'll see how I'm going to do. I don't really know which one is going to be the next pen, but I'm super excited. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!